Broncos will kick. Here's Brandon McManus to start us, and we are off from Denver. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Boston Scott on the returns. The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 20-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Wentz. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeremiah Tauchu gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Forced out to his left. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. And this will be caught at the 30. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 85 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57.
They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, Rippon. Open man, he completes it to Judy. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Broncos.
33 yards that time. Now a first carry for Melvin Gordon. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Gordon, the ball carrier. Nate Gary on the tackle.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Rippon. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 10 more there and another first down. I don't know what this says about me, but I love successful runs up the middle when the blocking is so well executed like that.
And it doesn't matter whether it's zone blocking, whether it's a power scheme. When you have a blocker on a defender.
Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Brings up
on 2nd down. They'll run with Gordon. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Yards brings up 3rd and goal.
Out of the gun is Rippon. 4th down now looming after after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Jets are good. He's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Boy, a little panic here early. A first quarter onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So an onside kick fail in the first quarter. Not sure I completely see the logic there.
It's not apparent, is it? You almost have to go deeper, I think, and maybe if we try and work along with them and speculate a little bit here, they must feel like they need to steal possessions in this game, and maybe they don't match up possession for possession with the opposite team. They've got to steal it and try and gain an advantage, and they tried. They just didn't get it done.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Wentz on the draw, leaves it for Sanders. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the Broncos.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Eagles 7, Broncos 3.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And this Bronco defense really selling out to stop the run, and it pays off. They get him behind the line twice in a row. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. 2 running plays go backwards. So what's the call on 3rd and 13 now? From the gun, it's Wentz. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on comes the Eagle kicker, Jake Elliott, on 4th down. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be 2nd down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Here's Rippon. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
They will throw on 3rd down with Rippon. He's got his 6'5 receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. His first catch, good for 14 there and a 1st down. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
7-yard line.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Give the sack to Fletcher Cox. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rippon under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this 2nd quarter. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. He's going to fire one deep. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Tim Patrick, 62 yards. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. And now the offense is going to stay out there as the Broncos will go for 2. They're going to give it to Gordon. And he will get into the end zone as they will indeed claim a 1-point lead. Boy, to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A 2nd quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
A 1st down run, good for about 3. 2nd and 7 coming up.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the 1st half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
From midfield, here's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Flush to his right. And Jeffrey's got it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. That's caught by Jackson. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1-yard gain brings up
to throw again on 2nd down. Wentz buying time to his left. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Broncos with a lead, and they will be receiving this kickoff here as quarter 3 is underway. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
Return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Looking to throw on 1st down is Rippon. Got an open man here, and it's K.J. Hamler. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 67 yards. We know he's good at catching the football, but then after the catch, he's got escapability.
Not only that, he's got some toughness as well, because you know he's coached very hard to make sure he battles through, breaks tackles, and then they finish with, but don't fumble the football.
A pickup of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Lindsey. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there as he picks up 6. It's going to be 3rd and goal now.
A 6-yard gain brings up 3rd.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a Bronco touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Broncos will extend their lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating when we have to make the call. They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line.
Broncos 17, Eagles 10. Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
And they've got it. They recovered it. Wait, hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And complete to Zach Ertz. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Philadelphia picking up the 1st on a gain of 15. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble, because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Wentz to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play.
They ran that one well. And not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Michael O.J. Mudia with the tackle.
O.J. Mudia. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 13.
On 2nd and 7, Wentz. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
To Greg Ward.
Greg Ward there to make the grab. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And he gets it to go, and we're all even, 17 apiece.
That ties the game at 17. Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
(17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Malik Jackson.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll go option on 2nd down, right side.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A 2-yard pickup.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. They find some open field here. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And this is no good. It's a missed extra point. Boy, in a tight game, how important might that turn out to be here as the second half rolls along? So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchdown. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. 2nd and 10 now. 3rd quarter action in Denver. To throw it is Rippon. And that's incomplete. Nickel Roby-Coleman there defensively.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Intended for Tim Patrick. Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
Here's Sam Martin now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 38-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
17.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15. They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Working from the gun. Wentz eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
Ball carrier.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a 4th down.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the...
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now this time he'll look to throw. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Throwing on 2nd and long. Ripping. There he goes inside the 30. He's got the tight end, Vanette. And down to the 28-yard line.
A gain of 14 yards. Brings up 3rd down.
He's back to throw. And he's unable to haul it in. So it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field. And that brings up 4th.
Results in a 4th down.
So this defense, they looked a little shaky to start the drive, but bottom line, they're a play away from finishing it off.
They rocked them a little bit on this drive, didn't they? But as you and I both know, it's not how you start, it's how you finish. They have a chance to end it right here.
Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And they'll get this down to the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play.
And goal.
The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout.
4 yards.
It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. On 4th down, Rippin. Flushed out right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He tried to keep it himself, but can't stretch his way in. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick. That shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot, you've got to worry on defense. Of course, no one getting behind the defense and make it an easy throw. But nowadays, it's not just the ball being tipped in the air and people in the end zone in a cluster. It's that guy that's short in the end zone who comes up and ends up making the play because he goes unguarded. So there's a lot to think about if you're playing defense in this situation.
We'll see if they can cover all their... And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked